Hi guys, this is Ratchet, and we are playing Criminal Case, City of Romance, Case 5, Death by Design. Let's unlock Chapter 3. Yes, we just have to find Pilsnerfeld's cat. I last saw her at the Grand Palais during the show, and I assumed Charles would have brought her here to the Pediche, but she's not here. Well, Detective and I are due for another sweep for clues at the Grand Palais, so we can keep an eye out for Ratchet while you search here. Yes, that is wonderful, thank you. Let's head back to the Grand Palais, Katerina. Okay. Oh, the money says posters. I don't see the cat anywhere, except for this cat, but where is Ratchet? Am I pronouncing it even right? Well, Katrina, no sign of Ratchet here. We'd be sure to see her. That face is hard to miss. Maybe Jeremy has found her at the Pediche in the meantime. Speaking of the Pediche, look at this. It's a bottle of La Vie and Rose. The Pediche where the after party was supposed to happen. But why is there a lock on it? Would have to crack the lock and see what's inside this thing. And look at these things. You say they are called water wings? I say unicorns. In French they are called brassards, like armbands in military uniforms. But you're right, the English term water wings seems more fun. I can't see why someone would bring water wings to the fashion show, but it definitely connects strongly to the fact that Pilsnerfeld was drowned. Here's a tag attached to them with something written on it. We have to recover the text. And one of these broken metal pieces. Let's put them back together to find out. Okay. All right, let's crack that lock on the model of the. Why does it say error? Katrina, there's a screen inside this model of the after party Pediche. Looks like it's supposed to play a video, but an error is stopping it. Emil should be able to fix it and show us what's on that video. Okay. Alright. Now, the metal piece says what's that supposed to be. Chore berries, what's that? A coin? Good there, this is a metal stamp monogram for Chore, but it looks nothing like their official logo. Oh. Was Chore about to do a rebranding? And why is there an SL behind the logo? SL. My sweet, you're right, Katarina. SL are Chore CEO Simone and Major's initials. Does that mean she is the one orchestrating this change? Mrs. Demon. Well, let's see what Madame the Mage can tell us about this. Change or somebody tried to forge. Alright, let's dust the unicorns. Stasis can help you stay afloat. Or what? What did it say? It's not illegible very well. Afloat. I didn't see the second letter. The tag on this water wing says stasis can help you stay afloat. You're right, there's no question that this note was trying to convince Pilsnerfeld to do business with Stacy's. That means these water wings are from Howard Stacy. Let's go talk to Howard about this. Alright, first let's go talk to Mrs. Demon. Madame Le Mage, we found this alternate version of the Chore logo. Was there a rebranding in store for the company? Yes, and the rebranding was long overdue. The whole fashion world will be reeling for Charles' death, but I have no idea what little impact it will have on Chore. What do you mean? He was a fashion designer icon. He was, yes, but eventually he lost steam in his designs. I began collaborating with him, and eventually I became Chore's sole designer. For the past few years, that oath's only contribution to Chore was writing his signature on my designs and showing up to the events to smile and wave. What? But I was the one who matched the looks in Chore's new line to the Voyeur Faux songs in the fashion show. My work paid for the escargots at the after party, and I was the one who arranged for my neighborhood trader in the left bank to supply those escargots. I decided it was time to take ownership of what's rightfully mine, so I prepared to launch a revision of the brand, Chore by Simone Le Mage. If you kill Charles, you'll need a revision of your life, Madame Le Mage. No wonder they call you Mrs. Demon. Alright, now let's go talk to Stacy. Monsieur Stacy, given the way Charles was killed, this gift of yours looks like a pretty sick joke. Yes, it's a horrible coincidence, but I had no idea someone would drown the poor man. That gift was merely a symbol of how my brand could support his brand. Did he feel Chore needed support? He told me he was against the collaboration, but I felt he could be persuaded. At this point, I'm too in love with French culture to give up on bringing Stacy's to France. Now I swoon at the sight of a plate of escargots. My music playlists are full of Voyeur Faux. I'm hooked. All it would take is more pressure on Pilsnerfeld, and he'd eventually crack and sign on with Stacy's. I hope for your sake it wasn't your extra pressure that wound up killing him. I don't think it would kill him because a dead man wouldn't do you so good with business. What's supposed to be playing on this screen? Katarina, I used to make model boats as a kid, and I have to say, this spaceship you found is impressive. Yeah, did you ever put a screen in one of your models? No, but I did install a crystal radio in one. It was a sailboat, and I turned the mast into the antenna. But I also never used my models to invite people to parties. Oh. What do you mean? Here, watch this. Okay. After you take it in the latest innovation at the Money fashion show, I, Johnny the Money, invite you to put on your rose-colored glasses and prepare booze for a lavish evening in La Vie en Rose. Enjoy a cocktail tailor-made for the soy race celebration, the Giantini. I'll see you there, beauties. Oh. I see what you mean, Emil. This bottle of panache was a super fancy invitation to the Domani fashion show after party. Yes, but I'm not sure how that party could happen on the same panache as the chore after party. I agree, Katrina. We should see if Johnny can sort this out. Yeah. Monsieur Domani, is it true that you have planned to have your fashion show after party on La Vie and Rose Peniche? Yes, but before I could sign the reservation papers, that snake Pilsnerfeld offered to pay the owners double to have the chore party there instead. I didn't have enough money to match his offer because I spent the rest of my after party budget making 40 model boats for VIP invitations. Wow, you made 40 of those boats? You must have been angry when your reservation fell through. I was furious at that, Katrina. The whole point of having the after party on the Peniche was to reveal my new secret line of rose-colored swimwear. I needed the Peniche with rose in its name, and my higher models would show off the swimwear in the pool during the party. And Voyoful was going to play a live set. They were my neighbors when they still lived on the left bank. Everything was in order except the most important part, that boat, and Pilsnerfeld ruined everything. We understand your frustration, but it sounds like you sold the bear's skin before you killed the bear, and if you're Pilsnerfeld's killer, you won't even have clothes to sell. Oh, it could be him. Katrina, the gloves are off among our suspects in Charles Pilsnerfeld's murder by drowning. Johnny had planned everything for his fashion show after party around the location of La Vie and Rose Peniche. But Pilsnerfeld snagged the location right out from under him, ruining all of his plans. And apparently the church CEO has been doing all the design work instead of Pilsnerfeld, and she expected to eventually take complete control of the company. Of course, that's easier said than done. I can't imagine that Pilsnerfeld will leave his fashion throne quietly. And how is Stacy trying to convince Pilsnerfeld into a partnership with Stacy's? From what we've seen, none of Stacy's deals have ended well. Maybe he reached the end of his rope with this one. I agree, Katrina. We should search the crime scene for more clues and finish threading our way through this case. Yes. Alright, let's investigate the pool. Wow, Katrina, that jewelry encrusted cat food dish is hard to miss. Pilsnerfeld's cat kit is thoroughly spoiled. What are these colored pieces coated in jewels? They might have been left by our killer. Let's collect a sample. And the killer could have hidden something in this big crate of pool equipment. We should search through it. We're close to catching the killer, Katrina. Yes. Alright, let's first collect something from the cat food bowl. Perfect, Katerina. Now we can send the sample you took of the car piece of Chochette's dish to the lab for closer examination. Okay. Alright, now let's look through this crate. A towel. Well, Katrina says the after party was cancelled. We know nobody swam in the pool, except for, of course, what our cure dunked Pilsnerfeld's head in to drown him. But that means that this damn towel you find in the crate of pool equipment is highly suspicious. I'll bet our hero used it to dry themselves off, which explains why they tried to hide it with the others in the crate. Enzo's keen eyes will catch any traces of our hero left on this towel. Okay. What are these colored bits? Enzo, what were those colored bits of plastic Katerina found on Chochette's dish? Well, Katerina is a type of plastic used in 3D printers. Oh. Interessant, but people can 3D print anything nowadays. How do we know what object these bits are actually from? Well, this stuff is pretty new on the market, made from 100% recycled plastic. I found an article about how Choro handed out brochures made of this material at their show. So the killer must have been wearing one of those Choro brochures and scrapped it on Chochette's dish while they struggled with Pilsnerfeld. How do you know it was specifically the killer's brooch that rubbed on the bowl? Because there was also some escargot residue on the plastic. So, Katrina, pin the pin, and you'll pin your killer. We're getting closer, Katrina. Thankfully, our killer is not too sharp. Alright. Alright, now the towel. It's a bummer the after party was cancelled. I wouldn't have minded going swimming with a bunch of models. But speaking of swimming, Katerina, could I pick up this damn towel from the crime scene? Well, I wouldn't have spotted it since it was hidden with a bunch of other pool stuff, but by the sound of it, the towel is helpful to the case. Oui, you already know that the victim was drowned and left dripping wet on the floor. Yes, so the towel got wet when the killer used it to dry themselves off and make their getaway after the murder. Exactly, man. And stuck in the fibers of the towel were other fibers of the killer's clothing. They were colored a specific hue called cardinal red. So I can tell you for sure that your killer wears cardinal red. Katrina, soon our killer will be charged for their cardinal sin. Okay. Katrina, you finally gathered enough patches to sew this case shut. Let's arrest Charles Pilsnerfeld's killer. You found the body, but you wanted to seem like that you are the witness but not a killer, but turns out you didn't. I didn't like you anyway, so... Simone and Mage, you're under arrest for the murder of Charles Pilsnerfeld. You think I murdered Charles? Why on earth would I do that? I may be doing all the design work at shore, but killing a fashion figurehead like Charles is a good way to run a stiletto through the heart of our brand. But we know you are planning to take over shore, and you are going to add your initials to the logo. That definitely implies that you would replace him as the figurehead of the brand. And I'm sure Pilsnerfeld wouldn't have gone without a fight, which explains why you have to get him out of the way. I didn't kill Charles to get him out of the way. I did it to get what was promised to me. He promised you the company? He promised me everything. He knew I was doing all the work. And he admitted that after spending so much time on Chor's evolution, I had a better eye for what Chor was and where it should be going. So he agreed that in the event of his death, I would obtain complete control of Chor in every capacity. And you kill him to trigger your inheritance of the company? A will is not a free ticket to murder. I had to kill Charles or that damn cat was going to steal my rightful inheritance. Cat? I'm sorry, but did you say cat and steal your inheritance? Yes, Charles was fickle, and when he saw the Chor logo I designed with my initials, he decided he didn't want me in his will anymore. He said he would revise it so that Choquette would inherit everything. Have you ever heard anything so absurd? A cat inheriting a fashion brand. So of course I have to kill him while the will still said everything would be mine. Chor is my empire. Katrina, in light of these events, I hope Jeremy eventually found Choquette. Choquette is missing? Ha! Looks like that cat won't be inheriting anything either. For the moment, your capture was the most important of the two. Madame LeMage, you're under arrest. Oh dear. Simone LeMage, you are charged with the murder of Charles Pilsnerfeld. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor, but it was only to keep the entire Chor Empire from going to that wall-eyed felon. You must know that murdering someone renders you ineligible to any inheritance from them. Clearly, I wasn't planning on getting caught, Your Honor. Yet here we are. You should also know that Monsieur Pilsnerfeld's will revision was finalized before you murdered him. All company assets are now to be transferred to Choquette. But you're losing much more than that, I'm afraid. I sentenced you to 35 years in prison. Well, we'll just have to see how Chor fares after 35 years under the ownership of our cat. Oh dear. Wow, Katrina, this case took a strange turn at the end. Yes, the CEO of the company drowned the chief desire to keep the cat from inheriting everything. And now the CEO is in prison and the cat has actually inherited everything. It's kind of funny, really. Except the murder part, of course. Well, I just got a call from Monsieur Belholm. He says Choquette is still missing. That's not good. Katrina, our next task is to find that cat. Okay. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing an American Copy Paris, number 5. So, thank you for watching. Hope to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!